Have you ever wondered, what if the greatest wisdom in the world didn't come from a palace, but from a twisted body? What if truth bowed not to kings, but to crippled sages? Today, we bring you a story that defies logic. A story where a deformed boy walks into the court of one of the greatest kings of ancient India and walks out having transformed that king forever. This is the story of Rishi Ashtavakra and King Janak, a spiritual tale that holds the power to change the way you see your body, your ego, and your very identity. Long ago, in the ancient land of Mithila, now spread across modern India and Nepal, there lived a wise and noble ruler named King Janak. Unlike ordinary kings who craved land, gold, and glory, Janak craved only one thing: liberation. What is the self? He asked his advisors. What is freedom? What survives after death? No one had answers. The more knowledge he gathered, the more restless he became. So he made a bold declaration. Let every sage and seer across the land come to my court. The one who can show me the truth of liberation shall be honored above all. The search for truth had begun. In days that followed, great philosophers gathered in his court. They spoke of scriptures. They quoted verses. They argued, competed, and displayed their knowledge like precious jewels. But none of them brought peace to Janak's soul. Words, he sighed, but no wisdom. Fire, but no warmth. The search seemed endless, until, one day, something remarkable happened. Into the royal court walked a young boy, his body bent and twisted in 8 places. His name? Ashtavakra, literally meaning 8 bends. He did not look like a sage. He did not walk like a king, but his eyes, they burned with the stillness of eternity. The ministers laughed. How can this crippled child offer enlightenment? Even the guards chuckled, but Ashtavakra looked at them and smiled. Then, with no anger and complete calmness, he said, "This court is filled with cobblers. You see only my skin, not the soul within." Silence. His voice, calm, unshaken, cut through the laughter like a sword of light. King Janak stood, stunned. He had heard thousands speak, but no one had ever silenced the ego with such effortless clarity. Janak stepped down from his throne. "Forgive my court, O sage. Please, tell me the path to liberation." Ashtavakra's words now echoed through the court, measured, piercing, radiant. "You are not this body, O king. You are not your thoughts. You are not the crown you wear. You are pure awareness, untouched, unborn, undying. Realize this, and you are free. No rituals, no mantras, just truth naked and shining." Janak closed his eyes, and for the first time in his life he did not feel like a king. He felt like the sky, vast, still, eternal. What happened next is one of the rarest events in spiritual history. In that very moment, within minutes, King Janak attained enlightenment. Yes, not after years of meditation, not in a cave, not through austerity, but in the presence of a master who simply removed the veil. "I am not this world," said Janak. "I am not this body. I am that which sees, that which knows, that which simply is." His breath calmed, his mind silenced, the ego dissolved. He had become what sages call Jivan Mukta, liberated while living. And then, something even more beautiful happened. In front of the entire court, King Janak placed Ashtavakra on the royal throne. He himself sat on the steps below, his crown resting at the boy's feet. The ministers were stunned. The people watched in awe, but Janak's eyes were filled only with devotion. "I have ruled kingdoms," he said, "but today, I have found the ruler of my soul." Ashtavakra sat silently, radiating a stillness that no crown could ever offer. Dear listener, what does this story teach us? In a world obsessed with appearance, Ashtavakra reminds us, it's not the body that holds power, it's the consciousness behind it. In a society that measures people by status, fame, and wealth, he shows us that truth does not bow to kings. Kings bow to truth. Raja Janak had everything, yet he was lost. Ashtavakra had nothing, yet he was free. Because freedom is not outside. It is the recognition of your true self, the unchanging awareness within you. You may not sit on a royal throne. You may not be born with a perfect body, but you carry the same light that burned in Ashtavakra. Look beyond the mirror. Look beyond the thoughts. You are not your name, your past, your fears, or your dreams. You are that same pure awareness that witnessed Janak's enlightenment. It is not far away. It is you, always here, always now. Let this story be more than inspiration. Let it be a mirror, a calling. When the world laughs at your path, walk it anyway. When they see your flaws, shine your light. When they doubt your worth, sit on your inner throne. Because your soul is never bent. Only your body may curve, but your spirit is straight like the path of light. If this story touched you, if it awakened something in your heart, share it with someone who needs to remember who they are. Subscribe for more timeless wisdom. And remember, truth does not wear a crown. It walks barefoot, with a bent back and an unshaken spirit. This was the story of Rishi Ashtavakra and King Janak. And maybe it's your story too.